Broadcasting live from the Albay PIO News Center, providing you the most exclusive news update from all over the province. This is News at 12. In the local scene, the city government of Legazpi, in collaboration with Museo de Legazpi and Sining Bicol, is proud to present Iridacion along with the soft launch of the Bicol Heritage Art Exhibit. The exhibit is located on the second floor of Gregorian Mall, Barangay Banyo, Old Albay District, Legazpi City. In celebration of National Heritage Month, this art exhibit honors the vibrant spirit of the Bicol region by featuring stunning artworks from the talented Bicolano artists that reflect our history and traditions. Attendees can enjoy live music, performances that capture the lively essence of Bicol, interact with local artists, and discover the intriguing stories behind each artwork. The exhibit presents 7 local Bicolano art groups, including Sining Bicol, Kamalig Artist Guild, Dewani Artist Tribe, Rinconada Artiste, Neo Arte Vista Bicol, Masbati Tudlo Art Group, and Kintab Art Group. Special guest artists include Dennis Concepcion, Rene Alster Oliva, Nelson Valladolid, Christy Rene, and Regine Aina. Under the theme Bicol Heritage, a Journey Through Time, the exhibit will be open from May 29, 2025 to August 15, 2025. In other story, the newly opened slaughterhouse in Tabaco City aims to improve meat inspection services. The recently inaugurated Double-A slaughterhouse will enhance hygienic meat processing and ensure consumer safety through certification that authorizes the local and nationwide distribution of meat. Crisel Luis Rolagman, the mayor of Tabaco, stated that the local government unit will hire approximately 30 certified butchers who have been trained by the National Meat Inspection Services. Constructed in 2021 and completed this year, the slaughterhouse was funded by the Department of Agriculture Philippine Rural Development Project, the World Bank, and LGU Legazpi or Tabaco. Currently, the province has 13 slaughterhouses, 3 of which are Double-A, located in Legazpi, Ligao, and Tabaco, along with 10 locally registered meat establishments in Tui, Bakakay, Santo Domingo, Daraga, Kamalig, Ginubatan, Piyuduran, Uwas, Pulangi, and Libon. In the national scene, the Department of Agriculture assured that there is enough rice stock for the National Food Authority 20 pesos per kilogram subsidized rice program until the end of the year. Arnel de Meza, Department of Agriculture Assistant Secretary and a spokesperson, gave this assurance, noting that the current NFA inventory stands at 400,000 metric tons, equivalent to 250 million kilograms of rice. The 20 pesos per kilogram rice program is currently being rolled out to vulnerable sectors and has recently been expanded to minimum wage earners. Households of qualified beneficiaries may purchase up to 30 kilograms of rice per month. In addition to the 20 pesos per kilogram rice program, the Department of Agriculture has also made rice available at 29 to 33 pesos per kilogram in Kadiwa stores. De Meza also stated that the country has enough rice supply for its food requirements, even with the expected rains in the coming months. This statement followed a day after the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical and Astronomical Services Administration declared that the start of the Habagat or southwest monsoon season in the country. Meanwhile, the Department of Agriculture revealed that a significant number of minimum wage earners benefiting from the 20 pesos per kilogram rice subsidy program are from the Bicol region. In other story, The Department of Health confirmed that there is no lockdown anywhere in the Philippines due to the spread of monkeypox. The Department of Health reminded the public to be cautious of social media pages spreading false or misleading information about mpox. Department of Health Secretary Albert Dominguez stated that more cases were recorded in April than in May 2025, and local government units have made headlines while announcing active cases that may alarm the public. Domingo also assured the public that the more transmissible clade 1B variant of mpox has not been detected in the country. The health official emphasized that there is no need for a lockdown as mpox is not airborne. He urged the public to avoid believing fake news, especially those promoting unverified health products. Mpox is a viral disease that spreads through close contact with infected individuals or contaminated materials. Symptoms include fever, headache, muscle aches, swollen lymph nodes, and a rash that progresses through several stages. As of December 2024, the Philippines had recorded 52 mpox cases with no reported fatalities. In other news, the Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development is considering offering rental housing support to qualified beneficiaries under President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s flagship Pambansang Pabahay para sa Pilipino program. The Department Secretary Jose Ramon P. Aliling stated that the department is open to all feasible modalities to enhance the inclusivity and sustainability of the 4PH program. Families in lower income brackets are among the targeted beneficiaries of the rental housing option, according to the department. Aliling, who assumed office last Monday, previously announced the recalibration of the 4PH to encompass horizontal or subdivision type housing projects, in addition to the program's original focus on vertical or condominium style developments. Raymulan Lands Incorporated, one of the country's leading socialized housing developers, has already committed to building 35,656 housing units over the next 2 years under the recalibrated program. The department's central office is currently drafting guidelines for the inclusion of the horizontal developments within the 4PH framework. And in the news outside the country, Russia expressed a desire to hold new talks with Ukraine in Istanbul to present its proposal for a peace settlement. However, Kiev indicated it needed to review the proposal beforehand for the meeting to be productive. Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov informed his U.S. counterpart Marco Rubio about the proposal. Ukraine stated it had already submitted the peace terms to Russia and insisted that Moscow reciprocate. Diplomatic efforts to resolve the 3-year conflict have intensified in recent months, yet Moscow has consistently dismissed calls for an unconditional ceasefire and shown no indications of retracting its maximalist demands. The two sides previously met in Istanbul on May 16, marking their first direct talks in over 3 years, but meeting did not result in any breakthroughs. Moscow's offensive, which began in February 2022, has led to tens of thousands of deaths and the destruction of significant portion of eastern and southern Ukraine. The Russian military now controls over a fifth of Ukraine's territory, including the Crimean Peninsula, which it annexed in 2014. And finally, in the news outside the country, United States Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth warned that China was credibly preparing to use military force to upend the balance of power in Asia. The Pentagon chief made these remarks at an annual security forum in Singapore as the administration of U.S. President Donald Trump sparred with Beijing over trade, technology, and influence in strategic areas around the globe. Since taking office in January, Trump has initiated a trade war with China, sought to limit its access to key artificial intelligence technologies, and deepen security ties with allies such as the Philippines, which is engaged in escalating territorial disputes with Beijing. Hegseth cautioned that China's military was enhancing its capabilities to invade Taiwan and was conducting rehearsals for such an operation. Beijing has increased military pressure on Taiwan and conducted multiple large-scale exercises around the island, often seen as preparations for a blockade or invasion. The U.S. is reorienting its focus toward deterring aggression from Communist China, Hegseth stated, urging U.S. allies and partners in Asia to quickly strengthen their defenses in the light of growing threats. And that's all for the news at 12, June 2, 2025. We'll be back tomorrow for more news updates. Thanks to our news writer, LJ Lurejo and Erica Dumlao. And on the technical side, Chad Bobis, and of course, our Provincial Information Officer, Mary Luduca Castillo. And under the supervision of our Governor, Baby Glenn Daong Bungao, I am Greg Hallare. Thank you for subscribing.